Welcome, everybody. We love everybody here except Spectrum. So if you are Spectrum, if you are the entity that is Spectrum, you can be gone with ye. We tried to start the stream earlier, and then my internet promptly died. But hopefully, it will stay put now. We have Volume 2, Episode 2 today of Malt-O-Quest, and our adventurers are waiting for us to cut to them, and we'll do so in just a moment. But I just wanted to let you guys know that a week from now, I'm doing my first 24-hour stream next Saturday, 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. That's right. And I'm reading all of the Lord of the Rings scripts, myself and friends who will be joining. So I encourage you to come out for that. But right now, we have Malt-O-Quest. So my merry adventurers, you are now unmuted. Oh, and
Hello.
There's some laughing. Okay, I thought I maybe should have given them more warning. And we're gonna... we are going to pop on over, and you guys are on camera now. And as always, our D&D specialty DM, Tyler, take it away.
All right, let us begin. Once I cue the music up, everyone on the watch together? Yes, they are.
Let's do it.
Beautiful. Then away we go. Away we go.
Hey.
Previously on Malt-O-Quest, our heroes gained more power. Bradtherius learned much about his banishment and his father's crimes and became a battle master. Beansprout was visited by the Archfey Mordecai, who told her that he had big plans. Mepis had a vision of the Blue Dragonborn clan being abducted by the rogue group Essence. Runa was taught the history of bardic magic and joined the College of Glamour. Balmir trained with Victor to be a gloomstalker.
There.
He interrogated a gnoll and gained information about a new foe, Akka the Fang. A few days after their victory over Hob, the party reconvened at the Lantern for food and drink, but their celebration was cut short by the entrance of Alonso, Mirren, and Cassidy of the Guild.
That's right.
With an anime smirk, Bradtherius intimidated Alonso. A fight broke out in the tavern, but not before Runa magically convinced Cassidy to take a bubble bath. Beansprout burned Mirren alive in his own armor, and Bradtherius knocked Alonso out. Later that day, Victor asked the party for help. Akka the Fang is amassing power and slaughtering villages raging across the land.
Yes.
With a new foe and a new quest, the party left Bulthos and set off for Anesk. But what awaits our heroes? Find out right now on Malt-O-Quest.
Yeah. Sorry about the sound issues. It's okay.
So,
just we're back now.
There we go.
Let's go.
Let's go. So, we're gonna start out as we always do. Oh, with fun facts.
Yay!
This time, we're starting out with Beansprout.
We're not starting with Beansprout because
time-
I forgot this was a thing.
This time, we're starting with Bradtherius.
Awesome.
Bradtherius, do you have a fun fact about yourself for us?
Bradtherius does indeed have a fun fact about himself. It's that his right thigh is slightly thicker than his left thigh, and it's something that he's weirdly aware of and kind of insecure about.
Huh. All right, nice. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Next up, Mepis. Mepis, do you have a fun fact for us about yourself?
He's got thick thighs, Chan, but they're uneven. That's how it goes.
Yeah, Mepis, he is, been on the seas, and he has, hunted for Athena's fortune.
Oh.
That sounds
Nice.
awesome. That sounds awesome. Okay, cool. Nice. Runa, do you have a fun fact for us?
I do. Runa is actually Runa's middle name. Her first name is Sairus.
Oh, shit! Hold on, I'm
What?
gonna write that down.
How do you spell
spell that?
Sairus?
Thank you.
Saeris.
S-A-E...
Sairus.
Runa. Fen...
It's Elven for one unending dream.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow,
So
okay.
fancy.
Nice.
I say Elven because I mean specifically Dragon Age Elven.
Oh, nice.
That's fair. Balmir, you are up next. Do you have a fun fact for us?
Yes, my fun fact is that the Surefoot clan emblem is a horseshoe.
Oh, I love that. I love
That's
that.
really good.
That's awesome.
There's all kinds of stuff that I have to write down right now. And then, last but not least, Bean Sprout. Do you have a fun fact for us?
Yes, so the first time Beansprout was ever high, she was hanging out with Mepis. And she was like, no, I'm not high. And Mepis is like, what's your favorite book? And she's like, Perks of Being a Wallflower. He's like, spell it. And she's like, P-E-R-T-Y. And then she realized that she was high.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Nice.
I love that moment where you're like, yeah, these edibles ain't shit, and then you're just like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Oh my god. Fucking
You're
I
like,
love that
nah, dude,
the
I
book
don't really
Perks of
feel
Being a
high.
Wallflower exists in this world.
Oh yeah. It's about something completely different.
You
though,
guys
from
want to
the
know a
one-
fun fact about when I actually got high? I was just reading it. They're all on a line on the keyboard. P-E-R-T-Y. And then I was like, fuck, dude.
Wow.
You can write typewriter by only using the top row of the keyboard.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Look at you.
Nice.
About that?
Did you know that you can also write Quartiueop by just using the top line of the keyboard?
Holy shit.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm buzzed. So we start out.
Did you know?
Sorry, go ahead.
What?
Oh, the on the calculator, if you go 8, what is it? 80085. It says boobs.
Oh my god.
We're off to a great start in this.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is gonna be
The wise words.
yeah.
Wise words.
I'm very excited.
It's sad because I have like a keyboard / typewriter fun fact, but now I feel like the bit is done.
You can't just say you have a fact
Yeah, I'm
and then
curious
not
The
do
now.
it.
word, okay, so the
Yeah.
word stewardesses, like the plural of stewardess, is the longest word you can type with one of your hands in like proper keyboard. So like you can type stewardesses with just your left hand,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it is the longest word in the English
Yeah.
language that you can just type with one hand.
I love that we all looked down at our keyboards when you said that. We're like,
yeah, I'm just like,
I got no shot.
this is awesome. Okay, so we open up with our heroes. I'll say that it is maybe a day before you leave. It is. Victor said, "I'll meet you on the morrow," and so you have the rest of the day, which is it's
Hey,
about like
Ota.
6 p.m. right now, and you have the rest of this evening to prep yourself for the long journey to Anesk.
Okay.
So, if there is anything that you'd like to do, anywhere you'd like to go, I'm going to move us to the Bolthos map, so you can, stop by, do whatever you need to do.
how
We-
far is it?
before
Is it
you-
a very far journey?
It is. So, we'll bring you back to the map. Bolthos is here. It's about a 3-day trek to the ferry, which is right here, and then
Oh, wow.
Anesk from there is 2 days.
Wow.
Okay.
So it's going to be about 5 or 6 days.
Do we need to get like food?
Yeah. Unless you want Balmir to just forage the shit out of the trip, then yeah.
Okay, let's get food then.
Does the Explorer pack has food, right?
Yeah, the Explorer Rack has 5 rations in it, I think.
Okay. And rations are just one meal?
Rations are 1 day of food.
Oh, okay.
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 So
I could feed us all good berries every day, but that would use a spell slot.
Balmir has the Explorer's pack, so I probably have enough food for at least just myself.
Okay.
Right, Tyler?
Probably, yeah. Between that and foraging, you should be fine.
I also have an explorer's pack. But I also have a shit ton of... I have a lot of PP. which is platinum pieces, which is just a lot of money. Sorry, I just wanted to say PP on air. I'm not even drunk. I have no excuse. I do want to buy some things. So, Bradtherius would like to go to wherever. What's the best place to buy stuff? Sweet Mel's?
Oh yeah, Sweet Mel's Adventuring Incorporated.
Nice. Let's go there.
Wait, is there like any chance we can get like a sweet deal on stuff from my parents?
Your parents? So yeah. So okay. So we know that Beansprout is going to the parents. Bradtherius, you want to go to Sweet Mel's?
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to also go to these locations?
I'll
Just
go
so
with
I can,
Beansprout.
set the scene. Okay, so Beansprout
I'll
and
go with
Runa.
Bradtherius.
Yeah, Runa used to work there.
Okay,
I
yeah,
did.
that's true. That's
I
true.
did used to work there.
So Beansprout and Runa going to the parents' place. Bradtherius and Balmir going to Sweet Mel's. Mepis.
Can I go back to the healing potion guy?
Yeah, Sweet Mel's. Got it.
Nice.
All right, so
Ocean
okay, so we're gonna start with Bradtherius, Mepis, and Balmir.
Dope.
So the three of you. Uh-oh.
Where did
who did we
Cuteknee go?
lose?
Where did Beansprout go?
Plus Beansprout.
Oh,
Hello.
Oh, we're back? Okay, we're back. Oh,
So we
okay, we're back.
Okay, so we see the door open, a little bell rings, and in walks Bradtherius, Balmir, and Mepis. And you see that there is that kind of twitchy-looking human, that rail-thin, twitchy-looking human
Oh,
with
yeah.
big spectacles, and he looks up and he says, "Oh, welcome back!"
I have... did he want something from us? Like,
Yes.
didn't he say to one of us that we had to come back or whatever?
Yeah,
Give him
Mepis made a
something?
deal with him.
That's right. Okay, so I go in and I just say, is he still intimidated by me? Like, is he scared of me? Because I remember intimidating him before.
Yeah, but that was like a few days ago.
So he's recovered. Okay.
Yeah, he's
So I come in. I'm really nice now. Like I'm like almost too nice. Like I kind of feel bad for intimidating him, and I go, "Good morrow, my good gentle sir. I would like some provisions for a trip. What do you have in store?"
So he pulls out a very large tome and he just poof, like it slams on the table and he opens it. He says, "Well, here at Sweet Mel's we have plenty of adventuring supplies for pretty much whatever you need. We have I could fletch arrows for you, or I could improve your armor. I could give you I can't improve your armor, but I can sell you some nice stuff. I could give you. Do you need we have a crowbar? I don't know if you need that." And he just starts like flipping pages.
Okay.
He essentially has like any item that you'll find in the player's handbook. He's got.
Oh,
So like
shit.
any adventuring supplies stuff.
Um,
As you turn to look at the catalog.
Okay, I look at the catalog and I ask him, "So what kind of armor can I get?" That caught my eye.
So he says, "Well, I could sell you some hide armor, studded leather." He says, "Basically anything that doesn't have too much metal in it, because I don't want to encroach on the Boulder Shard's business. You see."
So nothing that's better than my chainmail, I'm guessing.
"Oh no, that chainmail," and he kind of like tilts his glasses down and he looks at it. He says, "No, that chainmail's quite nice."
Okay, thanks,
Does he-
bro.
does-
Go ahead.
Does he have
King.
anything that's better than leather armor?
He does, in fact. He has hide armor.
How
Is
much
he-
is the hide armor?
So he says, hide armor. He says, I'll cut you a deal because you saved all of our lives. I'll 10 gold pieces for some hide armor.
Nice.
And what would hide armor bring my armor class to?
So hide armor, I believe, would make your armor class 1 more than it normally is. It makes it 12 plus your dexterity modifier. which I believe, so it would bring it up to 14 instead of 13.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
So
for
it's
that.
not better. It's not better than my armor, my leather armor, because.
It is, I think.
But you said
Also-
Your
12, but my dexterity is 2, but my armor class right now is 15.
that is very strange.
Is that a whoopsie on your end on the 15?
That's probably a whoopsie on my end. It's
Because
probably a whoopsie on my end.
I'm not complaining. Like I'll take the 15.
It's fine. There might be something else that's modifying your armor class that...
Just have a really thick skin.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll look into it later.
So I'm gonna pass on the armor. Two things. First of all, are our hit points back up to max?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
you've all
okay.
gotten a long rest.
Okay,
Oh,
just
wait,
wanna make sure.
no,
And my hit points are back
no,
down.
I'm sorry.
No.
You will get a long rest. I mean, for the purposes of this, I don't really think that you're going to be entering combat tonight. So
Okay.
if you want
just wanted to make
bring all
sure.
your shit back up to normal, then that's great.
Dope.
But yeah,
When I get a long rest, do I lose my temporary
yes, yeah. But you
hit
get all
points?
of your
Okay.
yeah, and you get your hit dice back, your hit points, your spells, all of that, your action surges, what have you.
Gotcha.
Can
but
I
yeah.
buy arrows?
Yes, absolutely. I can give you a bushel of arrows
A bushel.
for boop 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 boop. Weapons, adventuring gear. I have all kinds of stuff here. I can give you 20 arrows for 1 gold
Wow.
piece.
Easy. I'll get 40 arrows.
Bing, 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 bing. He catches all 4 gold pieces, and he hands you two gold pieces, and he hands you 2 bushels of arrows. And he says, "Thank you, sir, for your business." And he turns to Bradtherius.
I just want food. So I go, do you have any bushels of apples? He's trying to be clever.
He says, "Yes, actually, I do. I have plenty of travel rations. If that's what you're looking for."
Yeah, I want. Give me like 5. How much are they?
Very well, sir. So for 5 rations, I believe it is only 2 silver pieces.
Oh, get out of here! Really?
Yeah.
Done.
I'll just say it's So he hands you like these. It looks like it's just like a wrapped bundle in this this parchment paper,
lembas bread.
and you open it. There's a little bit of bread. There's some jerky. There's some dried fruit.
Nice.
Like basic travel rations. And he says, "There you go. That's 5 days worth of food right there."
Thank you. And where do I put that in my inventory? Or is it
So you
just
can put
my-
it in your items at the very bottom of your main character sheet, or you can put it in treasure. Like, it's totally up to you.
Got it. Okay.
So he looks at you, Mepis, and he says, "Glad you made it back there, friend. I believe we have some kind of deal in order that you're gonna pay up."
Right, so Mepis draws the dagger that he has. It still has the blood from the battle from past adventure.
Mhm.
And I can't remember if it was for 2 or 3 potions, but he hands, he sends his arm out and he says,
Yeah, didn't you
Tell
bring
him
back like ash
"This
or
was the
something?
blade of one that helped kill Hob."
And he says, so
Yeah,
he
I did
takes
do
the
that.
dagger. He takes the dagger and he looks at it. He says, "This is actually quite well made." And he says, "I'm probably gonna have to get the blood off of it, but this will definitely sell for high value." And he so he puts the dagger underneath the desk, and he gives you a nod, and he says, "Well, pleasure doing business with you, my sir." And he Yeah, and so from there, we cut to Beansprout and Runa. So, Beansprout and Runa, the two of you enter the Lantern Inn. And you see, actually, no, that's not true at all. You go straight to the house. Straight to the house where Beansprout lives. You open the door, and you hear the clanging of pots and pans. As Beansprout's parents come up to you, and Beansprout, your dad, he says, "Oh well, welcome back there, sweetie." And oh, you brought a friend. And he says, "Wait a second, I know you. How are you? How are you today?"
Good.
Well, better than bad is what I always say. So what can I do for you, Beansprout?
Yeah, we gotta leave. We're getting kicked out of both those because
What?
yeah, because some bad people are after us, so we gotta go. So me and my friends would like some food from you, please.
So he says, "Oh well, let it never be said that Coriander Leaf was ever stingy with food." And he kind of claps his hands. And Beansprout, which of your family members are still here?
So the two youngest twins, French fry and olive oil.
Okay.
And
Adorable.
I had it all written down. Don't remember. I know at least those two, and maybe the one above me. No, the three above me.
French fry and olive oil, saying cook for the parents. Pumpkin spice, trades a rare assortment of spices, don't hear. Okay,
Maybe just the twins then. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know it's not peach cobbler and it's not pumpkin spice. It's not pepper jack either. And it's not maple syrup. All right, yeah, so it's just French fry and olive oil. So French fry and olive oil, they start huffing it back into the kitchen, and your mother, Basil, she says, she kind of like cups her face in her hands, and she's like, "Beansprout, your father and I are very proud of you for saving the whole town."
Oh, that's so nice.
She moves over and cups Runa. She takes one hand on Beansprout and like one hand on Runa, and she's like, and you, Runa, I gotta say, I knew it was a good idea hiring you in the first place. I gotta say, you saved my daughter's life. Probably.
Maybe. Probably the other. Honestly, it was probably the other way around.
So, Basil, after rushing back into the kitchen, comes back with 5 large wrapped objects. There we go. You see there's the stick and bindle, but without the stick, and it's just like he puts them on the table in front of you. He says, "These here, that's your mother's specialty. We've got borscht in the first one. We've got baklava in the second one. Third one, pancakes. Know how much you love pancakes there. Fourth one, waffles. Do love waffles. And then the fifth one, French fry, cut potatoes in the likeness of your face." And he deep fried them.
Oh my god!
And here you go. So, hope you have a great trip there, sweetie, and I hope you come back to us in one piece, you hear? Come back now.
I will, Mom, and bless you and thank you, and I hug her. And is this enough food for my friends too?
He says, "Well, I mean, it's enough for 5, so you all could probably, have a nosh, as they say."
Okay.
You could, I mean, it's one should be enough for one person, so I'm sure if you mix and match, you could have a nice balanced breakfast there.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh.
That's so nice. I mean, I was gonna off character. I was gonna demand that we get food enough for everybody, anyways. But I'm so glad that she just gave me enough for everybody without me having to ask. I mean,
Wait, enough for everybody for the whole trip?
I mean, for a meal.
For one day.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's a lot of pancakes.
Oh yeah, a lot of pancakes.
Yes.
Runa
I
can
had
put them away.
pancakes today.
The very the very practical travel ration pancakes.
Yeah, everybody always knows that, what's a food that travels really well? Pancakes.
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 So Beansprout, your parents and then your two siblings come in for like a big group hug, and
Okay, I grab Runa and I make sure that she's in here too.
oh yeah. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6 of you all are in a group hug, and your mother says, "Dear, we never asked how long Beansprout's going to be away for," and your father's like, "Hey, that's right. How long will you be away for there, Sprout?"
At least 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
At least, probably much more.
Oh boy.
I'm going on a big mission with the boys.
2
Well,
weeks.
Don't forget to
Could be
write
a lot
there.
longer than that.
I don't know how to write. I'm just kidding. I do. I will. In my family, we call hugs ooh-ahs. So everybody squeeze and they go ooh-ah. And that's how we hug.
Ooh-ah! That's right. Yes, ooh-ah! And so from there, we
That's so
cut
adorable.
to the outskirts of Bolthos. Right at the northern gate, or a little further past the northern gate, where
Real quick, Tyler.
Yeah.
Need to go to the goodsmith real quick and get another melee, like dagger or short, whatever I can carry.
Oh,
for my
absolutely.
class.
Yeah. So a dagger. So you come in, you hear the clanging of metal, and you see Bartholomew Bouldershard. He looks up at you and he says, "Hi there. Good to see you again, my blue friend."
My blue friend.
And he says, "Looking for weapons or a shield or something?"
Ooh, a shield.
He says, "Aye, it's me. Well met, Sir Goodsmith. One of the heroes of the city."
You're good.
He looks off, collection of the battles. Need me a dagger, the best you got, for about 3 gold or 5 gold.
He says, "Aye, I'll charge you 2, laddie. You did me a good turn."
Wow.
And he goes.
Nice.
He actually reaches in a compartment hidden under an anvil. You see, he
Ooh.
takes the anvil one-handed and just like, and like lifts it, and he opens a trap door under the anvil, and he takes a dagger out, and he kicks the door shut, and he just boom, lands the anvil back on the ground.
Dang.
And he hands you a dagger, and the hilt has a little serpent twine, like a metal serpent twining around it.
Cool.
And it's like
Ooh.
it's like the curved dagger that Aragorn has in a Fellowship.
Yes.
And he hands it to you. He puts it in a sheath and he hands it to you.
Strider.
And he says, "You going out for a trip, I hear?"
Aye, it's true.
Well,
Nice.
best of luck to you. I hope that my daughter doesn't get abducted by goblins while you're away.
Shouldn't
Otherwise, who's gonna save her? And he gives it to you. You
Want
can.
her to come with us?
No, absolutely not. No.
You want her to come with us?
So he gives you the dagger. You can subtract 2 gold from your inventory. I'm
Okay.
going to. I think you have a dagger. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's already in there. Good.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. So you have a dagger, and that, unless there's anything else that you all want to do, we fade to the farmland right outside the northern gate of Bolthos. It is. The sun is beginning to rise, and Victor, you see that he's already standing there. He's waiting, and he says, "It's a 3-day journey north. We're going to
this
Anesk."
elvish guy.
And sorry, one last thing. Bradtherius, your
Aye.
uncle Pragan, meets up with you,
Oh. Okay.
and he says, you kind of tell him about the plan,
The elf, yeah.
and he says, "Well, I can't say that I'm much of much of a hunter. You see, I'm no good in the woods, no good in the wilderness, so if it's all the same to you, boy, I'm going straight to the capital. I'm gonna set up things so that way, whenever you're done with your quest, you meet me in the capital with your friends. I'll have your living quarters set up, most likely, and I'll meet you there.
How will I know where to find you?
He says, that's a great question. One that I hadn't thought of.
I'll just shout your name really loud. I'll run through the city and I'll say, Uncle Pragan! Uncle Pragan!
He's like, no,
Uncle
boy,
Pragan.
don't.
Go light a beacon.
He says, tell you what. The first of every month, I'm gonna be out by the front gate of the city. The southern gate of the capital. You meet me there, I'll find ya. First of every month.
I understand. I love you, Uncle Pragan. And I give him like a very sentimental and deep man hug. Like I would give my father, except he doesn't want to kill me.
So yeah, he gives you a hug back and he just kind of like rustles your hair and he's like, I love you too, boy.
Oh.
And at that, you part. And we see
To the great unknown.
the journey begins.
Yeah!
As you all
This is
begin,
great journey music.
right? Yeah, and so you begin your journey. The first day of travel is quite uneventful. Victor is leading you along the regular road that you would take. You see the road that you're traveling, it's pretty well traveled. The road to the ferry, from the ferry to Bolthos, people do it all the time. That first night, you all find a good campsite, one of the well-worn areas.
Mhm.
And Victor says, we're gonna need people, we're gonna need a watch to take place.
I'll take Bradtherius
Oh,
immediately jumps up.
Runa and I don't like sleep, right? We just kind of meditate.
Oh,
right?
You guys don't sleep?
I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, so
Do elves
elves
sleep?
elves and half-elves, you need 4 hours of meditation per night, and then you're good.
Wow.
So he,
I feel like we got it then.
he says, yeah, the 3 watches then, I guess. Well, actually, no, then I guess, just Runa and, Beansprout will take the watches. I guess
So-
I could probably take a watch as well.
So Bradtherius is like about to volunteer and then sees that they are and then just immediately goes to his sleeping. He's like, alright, cool. I was gonna...
Bradtherius just like, poof, drops. Mepis, Balmir just poof, poof, drop. And,
Can Beansprout and I play a prank on someone?
Yeah, can we?
go for it.
Get a cup of warm
what
water
you
or
do?
something.
What is this, a middle
Yes,
school
my
teacher?
God.
We pranked Bradtherius for almost killing all those goblins.
Absolutely.
do
Yeah,
I
we do.
have to-
It's
do I have to
100% Chatterius.
My constitution will I will not
Bradtherius.
pee my pants.
That's what you think, baby.
Do I
So
have to
we
make a
see-
so save for this? Dastardly
Yeah.
So we
prank?
cut to, well, you know what? Originally, you didn't, but that's a really good idea, so you do. Bradtherius, I want you to roll me a con save.
You bet. 23!
Oh, man.
Damn
I'm
it.
peeing
So-
my pants.
So we see,
Oh.
so who takes the first watch?
I'll do
Beansprout
it.
or Runa? Okay,
I got
so
it.
we see Runa is meditating, and then after about 4 hours is done, Runa blinks a couple of times and comes to, and she sees Beansprout in front of her holding a cup of warm water, and Beansprout just silently just kind of does this over to Bradtherius, and they very subtly just pick his hand up and just put it in the water, and we see Bradtherius then just kind of squeezes his legs together a little bit. And passes the con save. It doesn't seem to work, and you just beans. And
Yeah.
Okay, we should pour it on his crotch area so he thinks he.
Oh my
Pour it?
god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, can we just pour it on him now?
Yeah, sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, how is he gonna know it's not pee? How's he gonna know?
Beansprout, I want you to roll me a stealth check at disadvantage because you're pouring something on someone.
Okay.
Yeah, so that goes about as well as you think it would. But Bean Sprout's just like, alright, it didn't work. No, I've got an idea. And just like...
Wait, what do you mean it didn't work, though? Did he wake up?
Yeah.
How do you
Okay, and I just say,
fail
oh my
the-
god, Bradtherius, you peed your pants! That's so
Bean
embarrassing
Sprout
for
forth of it
you!
on. Bradtherius, you wake up to the feeling of warm water, and you just see Bean Sprout standing over you, like looking at you.
And it takes me a little bit. It takes me a little bit to like realize what's going on, and I look at Bean Sprout and I say, "You burned a man alive in his own armor, and you're a
Bean Sprout
child,
just starts sobbing.
and you're a child." And then I like go back to sleep.
Can I use prestidigitation to make Bradtherius?
What is happening?
So,
Why are you? What is this obsession
See,
with making
Runa,
Bradtherius pee his
like,
pants? I don't understand.
goes like this. and Bradtherius, you smell an odd odor coming from the spot on your pants.
He pissed himself.
Yeah, Runa,
He's gonna think one of us peed on him.
Runa, you're taking the second watch. I need you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Perception.
Yeah.
My perception is not very good.
Oh.
Cool. So Runa,
Jesus.
Oh, woof.
so you're looking out into the night.
I'm just laughing continuously.
Yeah, and you're just like every time you look out and like every time there's like a bit of silence, you just find yourself like just like chuckling to yourself. And
Unbelievable.
a little too late,
Uh,
you see something approaching you.
mm,
You hear a rustling and you see movement out of the corner of your eye, and before you know it, there is a goblin about 3 feet from you.
Oh, looks like Dobby.
What would you like
Yeah,
to
it does. Looks like creature.
Speak to animals does that work on goblins?
Nope. Goblins have their own language.
Great. Can I say, Bean Sprout, I need someone who speaks goblin!
Balmir speaks.
Or Balmir! Please.
You're
So
just
as
Can I
scream.
just
You
go
just
like-
scream for all of us.
So
I
as you-
just go like,
So you put your hands out, and the goblin stops. It looks like he was like sneaking up to you, and he like stops, and he like looks at you,
just like, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
and you see he actually opens his mouth, and he's like, "Food?"
Mm.
oh, he's hungry. Oh,
Or human.
I don't trust this. I don't
Can
trust
I give
this
him
at all.
some of
I'm
my
asleep,
pancakes?
though.
So
I guess
as
we
you-
ate them all.
So as you go to reach into your pack, he goes like this. He's like, "No hurt."
No hurt, just food.
And he kind of looks up. He's like, and he like kind of takes a few steps closer, and Runa, you notice that on his neck is a brand. It is the number 10.
Hmm.
Huh.
And yeah, so he comes up to you. He's like, "Food for 10?"
I mean, do I have any food to give him?
Yeah, if you want. There's like, an extra pancake, and
I'm gonna give him a pancake.
We have waffles
I'm
too.
gonna give him a
We have
pancake.
waffles.
pancakes. There's like all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
so-
give him some food.
Yeah, so you give him a waffle, and he's just like, nom, 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 nom. And he like takes your hand, and he's just like, good tall man.
Okay. That's fine.
Could he be part of that experiment? Was he?
That's what I'm assuming that he's like, because I remember somebody else was 9. I think
You
the
can-
Rocket Back man, the Rocket Back guy.
Hob was 9.
Oh, great, cool, sick. Well, I'm sure glad that
Okay.
that he's our buddy now, right? That he's our best friend.
Do any of us wake up from
Well,
hearing
he might
this?
turn into something else, right?
Do
But
any-
it'd
do
probably
any
be a
of us
good
hear
idea
this?
to do that.
Well, Runa, you can wake people if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, I want to wake up. Well, is Beansprout? I guess Beansprout's meditating. I'll wake up Balmir and say like, I need somebody who speaks Goblin. There's a cool Goblin. He's nice. He seems cool.
I imagine that you just like take his
I
hand
don't
and
trust
lead him
this
over
goblin.
to Balmir. Like, come on, little guy.
Yeah, just come on and just
I
wake
don't
him
trust
up.
this goblin at all.
Balmir, I'm assuming I wake up. Yeah, it's okay if I wake up.
Yeah, and so you wake up, and Runa, the goblin, actually like kind of hides behind your leg,
Aw.
and
trust
he
this
looks
Can
at
I
Balmir.
pat his head?
Yeah, you pat his
Okay.
head, and he's like, "Short man."
Nice short man.
Like, I
Brent.
wanna talk.
Hmm.
Balmir
Man.
kind of like rubs his eyes, like, oh god, and then kind of looks at Runa, and then looks at the goblin, and is just like, hello. In goblin, to the goblin, it's just like, hi.
Yeah, he answers back in goblin. He says, "Hello."
Say, what's. I say in common to Runa, just say, like, what happened?
I don't know. He just came. He was like he was kind of sneaking around, and then he asked for food, so I gave him a waffle, and he ate it, and he seems cool. But like, I don't know. He has a 10 on his neck. Can we just ask like where he came from, how he's doing?
Yeah, so Balmir looks at the goblin, and in goblin says, where did you come from?
He says, "I was in a cave, and bad men take goblins and make us drink things, change Ten's friends, make one of them part human, call him Hob."
Okay, I tell Runa in common just what he just said. Just so she knows.
Tight.
I really want to wake up.
Tight.
Ten escaped, but hungry.
So, can Bradtherius have woken up during all of this, or like is still laying down and
Should
like?
do we
Yeah, I
wanna,
mean, at this point, so this goblin is not whispering. He's like, he does not, he's not
talking.
like.
I
But there's, you wake up to the sound of like.
So I immediately jump out of my sack or whatever I'm sleeping in and draw.
And I just say, Bradtherius, keep your forked tongue behind your teeth.
Okay.
Brad, and I go,
Bradtherius!
I go, Bradtherius is my father, or my son, or no, sorry,
it's not.
Bradtherius is my father. Bradtherius is my.
We're doing
is,
great.
Is my son? Sorry. So Bradtherius, he wakes up and I immediately draw my sword. I want to kill this. I want to kill this goblin. I don't. This is, and I say this. So I have my sword. I have my sword at the. Can it be at the goblin's throat?
Can
So
I
are
pick
we-
up the goblin and hold him like a baby?
Yeah, are we all awake now?
Yeah,
Because
Balmir jumps up.
Beansprout is like
Yeah,
definitely
well,
putting
yeah,
himself
as
in
soon as
between
this
those guys.
happens- As soon as this happens, the 10 he clutches at like Runa's hand and he's just like, "Big thick man!"
So I understand everybody's tense because I want to kill this goblin, but I remind everyone that the goblins are controlled by my father who wants to kill me, and so I don't think we should trust this goblin.
Not this one. This one escaped.
I
He just told us a bunch of stuff.
I still don't think we should trust him. But
Well, you don't have to trust him, but I'm gonna.
I think we should, or at least Balmir will tell Bradtherius that at the very least we should try and get whatever information we can out of him. Just to try and get Bradtherius to stand down.
Bradtherius, okay, so I see that everybody's kind of on the opposite side of this, and so I walk to like the other side of the our like camp. So I just like disengage. I'm like,
Okay.
you guys do with what you want with the goblin. tired. I've had water spilled on me. This goblin guy is here. You won't let me kill him. I understand. I'm just gonna walk away
You peed!
and
Yeah,
go.
disengage, you little piss baby.
And
Shit.
I'm gonna walk away and go take some deep breaths. Okay.
So
I'll go with Bradtherius. I don't think I need to be. I think they got this encounter. I think I'm going back to meditate, but I'll hang out with Bradtherius.
Chat, if
yeah,
this,
so
if this
Beansprout
goblin kills
meditates
us-
next to Bradtherius, who is off to the side, and so 10 he kind of like pokes his head out from behind Runa and looks at Bradtherius walk off, and he looks at Runa and looks at Balmir, and he's like, 10 die?
No.
No.
It's a mistake.
No.
We should absolutely kill this
Balmir
goblin.
in Goblin says no, but you need to tell us. Like, we need to know what you know about Hob and what was. You need to tell us what happened to you.
So he ends up telling you,
We should just kill this
see,
guy.
he says, 10 was born in mountains. Big mountains. That way. And he points south. And he says, magic men, come, take us, bring us to cave, and make us into things. And he says,
I don't trust them, man. I don't trust like that.
Hob, break free. Drive magic men away. 10, run. Find other goblins, but other goblins go to Hob. Hob speak goblin, but think like man. Goblins go to Hob. Not 10. And you see, he actually pulls a little book from his back. He says, 10. Smart. Smarter than goblin. And you see, he points to what looks like an incision in the back of his head, like a heel, like a stitched closed incision. He says,
Oh.
magic men. And at that, he you look closer, Balmir, at him, and you see that he's got like these bags under his eyes. It looks like he hasn't slept in like a week. And he looks like emaciated, like he hasn't eaten very much. He says, 10 cannot hunt anymore. Cannot
Still don't trust him, man.
cannot
I still
kill.
don't trust him.
anymore. And so at that, he looks at, there's a tree kind of that you're all sleeping under, and he looks at the tree and he just like crawls up the tree and he falls asleep in the branches of the tree.
All right.
And besides that, your watch is completely uneventful, Runa.
I don't trust this goblin.
Yeah, you all can RP whatever it is that you want to do.
I mean, I'm guessing that he has like a chip in his head that, or magic or something that makes it so that he can't do harm. Or it could be a tracking chip.
No.
I don't know,
Yeah,
or a
5G.
tracking magic.
Oh. I don't know why my immediate thought was just like, brain.
Or you think
That
they
was what
swap
I thought.
brains?
Lobotomized him.
I mean, how big is this incision?
It goes from like the base of, from like the nape of his neck all the way to the top. Of his
Okay,
head.
yeah, they gave him a different brain. It's I don't know. He seems
Playing
cool.
crazy
He's
game.
smart.
I like him.
I don't even know his name.
So are we all
Oh, wait, his name is Ted.
awake and good now?
Well,
Can we
so it's like
rename him? Can we give him a cute little name?
If
Oh,
he
okay.
wants a better name.
Since Runa and I got rest, can we just like hang out for the third watch, or we're good, right?
Yeah. Well, you still need to meditate, Beansprout, for the next, 4 hours, and then everyone else needs to sleep. Because at this point, it's 4 in the morning, I think.
Yeah, so Bradtherius comes back, I
Can
see...
you pick up my body and take it with you?
Yeah, so I pick up Beansprout, and, she starts meditating in my arms, and then I put her down. And I see the glass of warm water, or a glass of water, over by the campfire, and I look at it, and I look at it, and I kind of smile to myself. I kind of smile to myself, and then I walk over and I pick up the glass of warm water, and I stare at Runa, and I just drink it all, and then I put it back down. I go up to the goblin, or at the trunk of where the goblin is at. So I walk past Runa, and I just simply say to him, "I'm watching you. I'm watching you, 10." I don't care if he can hear me or not. I just needed to. Maybe I'm just saying it to myself, but I just say I'm watching you, and then I go back to bed.
Nice, Bradtherius. You can give yourself a hero point. And so the rest of the night passes uneventfully. Runa, you having freshly meditated, you keep maybe a more watchful eye out for the rest of the night. And the next morning, you all wake up. You wake up, and you continue to travel. And as you wake up, you see 10 climbs down from the tree, and he just walks. He walks about 30 feet behind all of you. Just he kind of skulks 30 feet behind all of you. He doesn't.
He's weak and sad. We should carry him.
Yeah, can I give him a piggyback ride?
But he, it seems like he refuses to go near Bradtherius.
Oh.
Good.
Can I walk back with him then?
Yeah,
How big is he?
Okay, he's he's goblin height, which I'm sorry, that wasn't helpful. He's 2-3 feet tall, maybe.
How tall is Balmir?
3 feet tall. Balmir should be 4.
Balmir is 4'2".
Yeah, 4'2".
Okay, still shorter than Balmir. He's a small little guy.
Yeah, and so Beansprout.
Can me and Runa walk back with him and hold his hands, and then when kids do that, and they jump.
Yeah, and he's just higher, and he's just yeah.
That's so cute.
So, Malt-O-Quest. Runa and Beansprout get a
So
child.
Mepis has his
Poison Ivy.
yeah, right. So Mepis has his pipe out, and he walks up along with Bradtherius and just takes a drag and just is like, "Fucking goblins, huh?"
And this is the first time I laugh, and I'm just like, finally, Mepis. I don't know what it is with these two and thinking that this guy's a friend of ours, but I'm keeping an eye on him. I am genuinely
so am I, laddie.
I'm genuinely concerned as to how we're babying this goblin, and even though I really don't like the goblin, and if it wouldn't put me on Runa and Beansprout's and Kingspan's bad side, I would probably have killed this goblin already. But I'm just staying away from it for now. But I constantly have
out of character. I get that, and I respect that, and I think it's a good idea.
That's fair.
But
and then so Bradtherius just kind of constantly is hanging back with his hand on the thickness.
Nice. So about halfway through the day. So I want you each to subtract 2 rations.
Got it.
And so about halfway through the
yeah,
day,
I totally added rations.
That's fine. I trust you. And so about halfway through the day, your paths cross.
Thank you, Poison Ivy.
With a large caravan of people. I'm going to change us to that map right now, in fact. Large caravan. There's a face that you all recognize.
Yeah, the pudgy guy.
Yeah, the face of Ein Tajarin. He is the merchant that kind of travels around.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem to recognize any of you, but
which is good, because didn't he and Mepis have kind of a a bad time together.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's right. Mepis got in his face. I remember
Mepis tried to tough guy him, and it just backfired. It was bad.
Okay, wait. Before we proceed, I'm worried about a little goblin boy. Are they gonna be upset that we have a little goblin boy with us? Do we have to act that out?
I mean, they're a little, apprehensive, but
Okay,
if you,
but they're not gonna
as
be
soon as,
like, kill the goblin boy.
No. As soon as one of you are like,
Okay.
no, he's cool, then they seem to be okay with it.
Okay.
So this guy comes up to you from the caravan. He has fine robes, and it's this guy. He has a staff, and
He's
you
fine
see
as hell, too.
that he has. I never got. Okay. At some point, I'm going to look back at a previous episode and remember what sigil the guild has, but he has a guild sigil on his lapel,
Mm-hmm.
and he comes up to
That's
you
also my fault,
on his
Chad.
horse, and the horse stops, and he says, "Hello, adventurers, travelers. Are you weary? Have you come to travel north as well?"
Take it away, Bradtherius.
I don't even remember
so,
where we're going.
So I say, I come up and I say, well met. We are traveling north. We are trying to get to the ferry, but I don't say our final destination.
He says, "Huh, well, what a stroke of luck. We also are going to the ferry." And he dismounts.
Do I recognize? Do I recognize this guy? He just looks like he's wearing a lot of fine clothes. I just wonder if Bradtherius recognizes him as some kind of nobility, or.
You can roll me a history check, Bradtherius.
While he does that, we crossed paths with them. Where were they coming from?
It seems like they were coming from the east.
Okay,
I
because
got
if they
a
were coming
19.
from the ferry, I'd be like immediately sus.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
kind of sus because they're in the guild.
Well, so
I
Bradtherius,
forgot that we had that fight.
so Bradtherius, you rolled a 19. With a 19, you actually recognize this guy from the capital. He is a member of the guild, which spans throughout the whole capital. His name is Care the Conjurer.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that in. You know this guy he specializes in putting out disasters, or if there's a big fire somewhere, or like a wall, if a building falls, he's typically the first one on the scene. He specializes in, as his name would imply, conjuring things. That typically he'll conjure small animals to help find survivors, or he'll conjure a water elemental to put the fire out.
Wow.
Stuff like that. You know that he's very well liked by people in the capital, and you did hear that he had retired from super active duty, maybe a year or two ago.
Okay. So I go up to him. I say, well met. We're doing okay. We're going to the ferry. I don't say our final destination, and then I kind of look at him. I see his face. I look at his robes, and I see his staff, and I go. And I tell him. I say, excuse me, but are you Care the Conjurer?
He cracks a smile and he says, "Ha! But appear my reputation precedes me somewhat." He says,
go ahead.
he says, "Does this answer your question?" And he kind of holds his hand out, and you see a little bluebird appear, and it just kind of flies around and disappears in a puff of smoke.
I immediately burst out in this giant smile, and I'm like, I heard stories about you growing up in the capital. You've done so many amazing things. And I go up to him and I go to shake his hand and I say, and then I realize I can't really say my name. And I go, fuck, I need another name. What do I say?
Wait, hold on.
I
Wait,
say,
what was our
okay, so I
name?
go up, I give him, I shake his hand, I say, I've heard about you as a long time, and I'm about to say Bradtherius, and I go, I'm Chad Therius.
Nice.
I already gave you a hero point this session, Bradtherius. So he takes your hand and he is shaking it, and he sees your hesitation, and he just He's like, okay.
I thought you were gonna be like, we're gypsy pimps on the road. Just sticking with that.
And so he gives you a nod. He says, "Don't worry. On the road, your business is your own." And he says,
Dope.
"We're all." He says, "I was hired by this caravan of merchants going up north straight to the capital." He says, "If you'd like to join us, and if your intent is good, then you're more than welcome to come with us as we go up to the ferry."
Bradtherius is pretty thankful for just any type of company that isn't near that damn goblin. But I look back to our crew and just kind of gauge whether or not we want to join these guys. And so, is everyone okay? Are you guys cool?
Balmir shrugged.
Before I decide, can I his staff looks like a fox, and I'm digging it. So can I touch it?
What?
So Beansprout, you just slowly walk up to him, and he's like, "Hello there," and you just reach out to touch his staff, and he's just like, what's going on here? And he just as you reach forward, he just kind of leans back, so your hand is just equidistant from his staff. Is just like.
Cat.
I step in between them and I go and I go, it's probably don't want to touch Care's staff, and then I look back at Care and I say, we'd be happy to join you.
Sorry, I inhaled some horchata. And he so he says "Oh, okay, that sounds very good." And so that night, you continue traveling, and as you're all walking, he kind of leans over to Bradtherius, and he's like, "I didn't want to alarm you, but I think there's a goblin following us."
I imagine that me and Runa put a little hat on him to disguise him.
He's like,
"My name is Cool Goblin."
Yeah, he's like, "I didn't. There's the goblin in a hat that has been
He's
following
on a
us."
child leash.
I roll my eyes and I say, I don't worry, I know. Don't worry about him. If anything happens, if he acts up, I'll take care of it.
He's wearing one of those neon vests you put on dogs that says, I am anxious.
Please don't pet.
Please don't pet
Oh
me.
my god.
I am a service goblin. Yeah. So he's just like, "Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes." Anyway, so you continue going on.
Okay.
And that night, I need two of you. You can pick which two to make me an investigate and a perception check, respectively.
I have a 3 to investigation.
I'm terrible at
I
both
have
of
a
those
3 in
things.
perception.
Okay.
So I'll do
I have a
investigation.
1, so...
Wait, I'm looking. I'm still looking.
What was the
Okay,
other
my
one?
perception is 2 and mine are both 2, so I'm done.
Investigation.
Okay, so-
Okay. So
My perception is 3 and King's investigation is 3.
Boom shaka.
So that's what we're going with.
all right, go for it.
15's nice.
Oh,
solid.
yeah. All right. So 15. So as you're all unpacking, Beansprout, you notice that as the sun fully sets, as the rays of light fade, you notice that a couple of kids in the caravan look extremely nervous. Extremely nervous. And they begin to huddle around each other. And Balmir, you notice that one of the kids is tugging at one of the adults' sleeves and just pointing out into the woods. And the parent is just kind of brushes the kid off. And Balmir, you then hear like a muffled kid cry.
As a reaction, well, maybe I shouldn't do that. But I'm like really. Never mind. Sorry. Nope. Proceed. I'm not gonna do anything.
Alrighty then.
Is it a child in the caravan that's crying,
Yeah.
or is it a child in the okay?
No, they're like in the caravan.
Can I go up to the caravan and see if I can talk to him and see what's going on?
Absolutely. So
Yeah,
you
I'll
go.
probably go with him. I feel like me and King like side eye each other because we're suspicious, and then
Okay,
we should walk up together.
That's
Yeah.
fine. So as you get up to, you see this kid. He's like covering his own mouth, and he's just like screaming, and he's like staring wide-eyed at like the two of you approach. He's looking between the two of you, and he's just like, "Ah!"
Oh my god.
I look where he's looking.
You don't see anything.
Okay. Now I would like to. Can I cast Pass Without Trace on all of us?
You can. There's you're all kind of. It only works about 30 feet, so you could do it within like 30 feet of you, if you want.
Who's not in 30 feet of me?
That depends. Mepis, Bradtherius, and Runa, are you making food, getting dinner, chatting up the caravan?
I'm probably with Care. I'm probably not with. I'm
Okay.
as far away from the back / where the goblin is. So I'm probably up where Care is, wherever he is in the
Okay.
caravan.
That's fine. Yeah, so you're by the front. The caravan at this point in the night has stopped for rest.
Doing it right
Okay.
there?
If we're not all together,
Yeah.
then maybe I won't. But
Yeah. Yeah, and so this kid, he's just screaming.
And can I not see? Like, why can't I see what's going on? Is it just like, is it too far away, or is it too dark? Because if it's too dark, I have.
Oh no, it has nothing to do with
Okay.
darkness. He
Okay, I
seems
just
to
wanted
be
to make
scared
sure.
of something that is right behind you that neither of you can see.
right behind us, like immediately behind us.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no! Oh, I
Can
hate
I-
things you can't see.
Can I kind of go up to him and like try to talk to him?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you go up to him, and you speak very calmingly. Beansprout, what would you like to do while this is happening? Do you want to get the rest of the party, or what would you like to do?
Can I yell for the rest of the party?
Yeah,
Do I
absolutely.
have to go get them?
No. The
Okay.
caravan, it's not huge. Like, or it's big, but
Okay.
it's not like everyone's within shouting range of each other.
Okay.
Okay. I just shout for, I go, Gypsy Pimps on the road! And, like, I assume we will all. That's our safe word. That's our safe word, guys. Gypsy Pimps on the road.
Oh my god.
So I'm with Care, and we're talking. Like in the middle of a conversation with Care about like how he saved like this burning orphanage in like the capital of Tho when I was like a kid, and then all of a sudden I hear Beansprout's voice say "Gypsy Pimps on the road," and I don't
It's
know
like-
that that's the safe word.
That's our safe word.
But I hear Beansprout, like I clock it as Beansprout's voice, and I go, excuse me, I think something's the matter, and I run back toward Beansprout's voice.
Cool. Yeah. Kara decides to chat up Victor.
I feel like I've been with 10, who I've decided to call Alfred Tennyson. And I tell him to sit and read his
That's so
book
good.
and wait here and
That's so
yell
good.
if he needs anything.
Alfred Tennyson.
So yeah,
so
so
good.
you just run off and you just hear like, I do not like green eggs and ham, and like you just continue to run toward the area. Mepis, you hear Beansprout shouting as well.
So Mepis was trying to make nice with the merchant, the traveling merchant guy.
Nice. Okay.
Just trying to talk, stories and whatnot, going back and forth, and he's telling him a joke at a time. When he hears the scream, he's in the middle of the joke, and all you really hear is the end of it, right?
So
It's like,
I need to hear what that is. I like me, Tyler. I need to hear what that is.
It's really nothing. It's just it's just gonna be something probably like
At least just the punchline. It doesn't even have to be the setup.
yeah, the punchline would just be the classic probably like Rector. I hardly knew her.
And Einstein is like, oh, and he
doesn't know many jokes because
Oh my
he's still
God,
trying
dude.
to like
This episode is so wild.
learn.
Yeah. So Mepis, from Ein to Jaren, you actually learn that the thing that he gave you, the thing that Victor had, even your arcane focus, they're all part of something called boop 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 boop. The Azure Staff. And I'm gonna have to put that in chat. And you know that, so yeah, that's pretty much all you get from him. He's like, oh yes, I have heard of this, they call it the Azure Stuff, and this is what I had given to you, and it is of
awesome.
legend. They
That's so
say
cool.
that only a blue dragonborn, or someone of a blue dragon, can wield it.
Dope.
And then you hear Beansprout, and yeah, and so the rest of you all reconvene around Beansprout and Balmir, who are all standing around this kid.
Okay. I walk up. I'm like running. I get there. I see Beansprout and Balmir and the kid. I say, what is happening, and what did you just yell? Like, what is happening?
I'm like, listen, it's our safe word. That's not important. Look at this kid.
I see. Sorry, go ahead, Balmir.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Balmir like kind of just explains like this kid's screaming and sees something, but we don't know what they're seeing.
I look at the kid, and do I notice anything about him, or maybe can I persuade him to tell us what he's seeing?
Go for it. Yeah. Roll me a persuasion. Oh my god. Wow.
So learning from my past interactions with children, Bradtherius squats down, like gets to eye level, and puts his arm on the child on his shoulder, and says, "You're safe. It's okay. I need you to tell me what you see and what's wrong. Why are you scared?"
So he breaks down, like embraces you and starts sobbing, and he says, "There's a monster right there."
I look to where he's pointing, and I see that there's nothing there, and so I'm holding him, and he's like crying in my shoulder, and I just say, "Okay, I believe you. What does the monster look like?"
He says, it looks like it's got a big mouth with teeth and hair. And
what color is its hair?
he looks over it, and then he's like gray. And at that, you actually hear a bunch of other kids in the camp start screaming.
Holy fuck. So I pick him up, and I still have him in my arms, and I don't know, I'm kind of jolted by all of the kids screaming. This is kind of crazy.
Since all the kids are screaming, do any of the other adults come rushing over?
Oh
do
yeah.
we all convene?
Well, right now, Kara the Conjurer is surrounded by concerned parents.
Okay,
so I have this crying boy in my arms. He's like koala-ing me. And And is Care like within speaking distance? Like, can I address him?
Yeah. But there are like a bunch of shouting parents. You push through them. You wade through them. The kid lets go and he goes back to his parents. And Care, he looks at the five of you and he says, "What the hell is going on here?"
Okay.
I feel like Beansprout just like starts punching the air around her. She's like spinning in a circle and she's just like just in case.
I go up.
Anything is close to her.
I go up to Care, and I see Care see Beansprout, and I just kind of ignore his stare, and I tell him, I say, the kid said that he saw a gray-haired monster with sharp teeth. None of us can see him, but all of the kids seem afraid. What could this be?
So Care, he looks ponderously at the ground for a second, and he says, "Whatever it is, only the children can see it. This is."
Sorry.
He's like,
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like,
he says, "Well, this is." He says, "It seems as though," and he looks at all the kids, and he looks at where they're all looking at, and he says, "Any of you versed in the arcane or in magic?"
I look at Mepis.
I think we all look at Mepis.
mm-hmm.
All right, Mepis, I want you to make me an Arcana check.
Yeah. Arcana. Okay.
I just imagine all of our heads turning in the
And I'm
same.
just like, all right, so an 8.
Ooh,
Oh, that's rough.
So Mepis, you
got any hero points?
so with an 8, you look at the nearest kid, and it looks like there's something on the back of his head.
Can I investigate that at all, or?
Yeah. Well, so you pointed out you pointed out, and the kid approaches. The Care, he brings the kid over, and the five of you. So the five of you see that the kid. He looks he looks very afraid. Yes, but you also see that after a little while, his eyes begin to kind of glaze over. Upon closer inspection, whatever is on the back of his head, it looks like the thinnest string. And it's leading into the forest.
What?
Do we all see it?
Yeah, when you all kind of get in and you look,
Okay.
and Mepis points it out. Mepis, this doesn't look like a physical string. It looks magical in nature.
So can I like go to karate chop it?
Yeah, as you do,
String.
your hand just kind of passes through it. As you
Oh,
karate
okay.
chop it. Yeah, you just like "Ah!" Nothing. So Care, he says, "Look, you five, I'm sorry, I don't know you very well, but I cannot leave this caravan." He says, "I would take it as a great service if you all would find out what the hell is going on here."
Oh, thanks, super magic, awesome guy.
Yeah, wait, why
Go to
can't
the
you leave?
forest.
Why can't you leave?
He says, "If I leave, and it turns out this is a diversion tactic to kill or attack the caravan, and I'm not here to defend it, why hire me in the first place?"
I step in just because
I guess he
I'm
is
the
hired.
biggest. I'm the biggest Care fanboy, and I go, and I say, Care stays here to defend everybody. We'll figure out where this magical string leads, and then I kind of give a look like, guys, like he knows what he's doing, like Stop giving my childhood hero a rough time.
Are we leaving our sweet little goblin boy with
God,
these?
I hope
or
so.
were we taking him?
I don't
with?
want him to get hurt. He can't
I don't
fight
either.
at all.
So,
But if we're not there with him,
Can I tell Care to keep an eye on him? To keep an eye on Alfred Tennyson?
Victor, he says, I'll keep an eye on Alfred Tennyson, don't worry.
God, I fucking love Victor.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about either Alfred Tennyson or Victor anymore.
I want to give him a big hug. Bless him. Bless his heart.
All right, you do that. That happens.
Yeah.
And you go into the forest. It takes you the better part of an hour.
Wow.
You see Care. So you see Care as you prep to leave. Care like boom boom stomps his staff on the ground a couple of times, and you hear his voice is magically amplified as he calls out to the caravan. He says, "Rest assured, these 5 heroes will save your children. Will stop them from screaming, and they will return." And you see out of his staff comes this pale, glowing white fox. And it leaps out, and it, like, circles around him, and then it goes to the 5 of you. And you see where it moves, the strings illuminate that are attached to the kids.
Oh, nice.
And he says, "This creature that I have summoned should guide you to where you must go. It's made to detect magic, so..."
That's the
Cool,
coolest.
thank
That's
you.
the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Oh,
That's
can
awesome.
Oh yeah,
I go to
Pretty
touch
cool.
it?
yeah. You pet the fox, and you see where you
Yeah,
touch
yeah.
it, its fur turns green. It like glows green briefly, like neon.
Oh my god, that's so cool!
That's
It
awesome.
seems like it's detecting
So it's
the magic.
detecting
that
my
comes
magic
off.
then?
Yeah,
That's way
That's
cool.
awesome.
yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
And it continues to go into the forest. And so following this, it takes you the better part of an hour before you see all of the strings converging together into one thick,
Oh,
like black rope.
wow. So each of the kids had a string. That's crazy.
Kingsspan, are you on the ground?
No, I'm on the
Oh.
couch, but there's
Oh.
carpet in the wall because my apartment is from the
Oh,
70s.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's-
okay. I thought you were just laying on the ground.
That would be a mood, but no.
Eventually, the land gets squishy,
Okay.
and the fox vanishes. It just like kind of like dissipates. You get the feeling it might be out of range, or it might have been around for the duration of the spell. But you don't need it anymore because you are in a swamp, and in the clearing, you see that there is a cottage.
Definitely looks like a cottage, and not like a fucking disgusting
Good
little hut.
And from there, we're gonna take a bio break.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's just
7
about
minutes?
to get spicy. Yeah, 7 minutes. Be back at 5:50 Eastern,
At
4:50.
Beautiful.
Sounds great. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, BR a B.
B. All right, chat. We are going to take a quick break, and I actually do need this one, so I'm going to go to the restroom, and we will be back at 5:50 Eastern. Don't touch that dial. 7 minutes. Here we go. but I can see you. Oh, hi, everybody. 1 second. We're not ready to be back yet. Okay, now we're ready to start. Sorry about that, everybody. We just had a quick button thing, but we have some adventure before us. So we just got to a cottage off of the caravan. We followed some magic string that were connected to the children of this caravan, and the fox of Care the Conjurer led our way. And we have no idea what is happening. These kids are scared out of their minds, but they see things that we can't see. So after doing an Arcana check from Mepis and noticing these strings coming out of the back of their heads, we've been led to this creepy, swampy kind of cottage thing. So let's see what happens here, folks. It looks like all of our adventurers are back. We're all good to go. Thumbs up. All right, let's move on. You guys are unmuted right now.
Oh, well, hello.
Yeah, and you guys are live. Here we go.
Look at all the beautiful people.
All right.
All right. So, when last we left our heroes 7 minutes ago, they had come to a swamp, which has a very strange cottage inside of it. What would you all like to do?
Can we see anything from outside? Like, do we see any shadows in the light? Any silhouettes? Is there any sign of people?
Why don't you roll me a perception check?
Are we trying to be sneaky? Because we can do sneaky. We can be sneaky.
Roll me a stealth check.
I mean, I could cast a spell to make us sneaky.
Should we all roll a stealth check?
Yes, if you all want to be sneaky.
I mean, there's no harm, right? If we fail, then it'll just be like we weren't trying to be sneaky in the first place. Right?
I rolled a 15 perception.
Yes. So, Bradtherius, you see that there is light coming from the inside of this cottage hut shack.
Okay.
I feel like anyone with eyes can see that, Tyler.
Well, I mean, it's
I
not
have special eyes.
You do have...
My brand!
Look with your special eyes.
There is smoke coming from the chimney. But you don't see any shadows coming from inside the hut. Nothing obstructing the light from the windows.
Okay.
Okay, is the hut made of candy?
The hut is not made of candy.
My first instinct is to like walk up and knock on the door, but I see everybody else trying to be stealthy, so I also try to be stealthy with them.
Okay, cool.
I want me and Mepis to be like pretending we're a little lost. Oh, where did this cottage come from?
So Mepis
So one of us
did
can
not-
go
oh.
up and pretend to be like a traveling knife salesman. Get a peek inside.
Vacuum.
So Mepis, Beansprout, and Bradtherius, as you're approaching this house, you splash into the swamp. You make a pretty loud noise, especially Mepis.
Do we fall? Do we fall or do we just step?
No, but you're like shin deep in water.
Is that surrounded by water?
Oh, okay.
All that water?
Yeah. Balmir, you utilize your training, and you kind of hide in the shadows of the trees.
Cool.
And Runa, you decide to not move very much because you see what happens when people walk toward this house. They splash into water, and you stand up on dry land because that's fine. You actually see that there is a little path of rocks that are out of the water, and you just like walk.
So seeing that the stealth has failed, do I also see those rocks? I want to go right to the front door and knock.
Great, yeah, you do that.
I don't go
right
to
up
the rocks. I sludge through the water because that was my decision.
Nice.
And I look over and I'm like, my feet are already wet.
And you just
Points for
keep on
connection.
chugging along. Bradtherius, you go up to the front door and you knock. There is no answer.
Do we become burglars?
Breaking and entering.
How strong is
I
this
think
door?
we maybe should.
You're not sure. Why don't you roll me in athletics and
You
Okay.
can try to open it.
see where
Is
it
it even
goes.
locked?
Oh, yeah,
Have
can
we
I-
even checked
let's-
if it's locked?
Or you could put your hand on the knob and just do one of these.
No, Bradtherius
Just
doesn't check if
look
it's
through
locked. He
the
just wants to
window.
see if he can kick it down.
B&E.
Go for it. Roll me an
Mepis is like, look
athletics.
through the window and we're like, smash through that door.
16. 16 is good. Bradtherius, how are you opening this door?
It's just not even locked. It's like already open, but Bradtherius just kicks it down still.
That is what happens, yes.
Yeah, so I step back and I
We
just
could have
like.
got Home Alone.
So I step back and I kick it open. Only to find out that there's no like even doorknob. It's just like a swinging kind of door.
Yeah, Bradtherius just like takes a step back, poof, and the door slams open. Inside Bradtherius, you see. Actually, I'm gonna put everyone on the map because it is
On
a
the
small
map.
map. 3, 4, 5.
The map.
Whoops. Oh god. Bradtherius, you
Yes.
see. I'm gonna just put you right in here.
Oh, that is a small
So
map.
first, you see that there is a small fireplace over here in the northern part. You see that there
Okay.
is a small rocking chair in front of the fireplace, and you also see that the floor looks like it's a fucking mess. It looks like someone unspooled like 70 balls of yarn and just like laid it on the floor.
Oh.
Is it magic yarn?
You're not
I go
sure.
to karate chop it again.
So you're also entering the hut then?
I mean, why would I stand outside in the slush? You know what? No, I'm staying in the slush. I've made my choice.
Okay.
Don't want to get the house dirty.
Okay.
Balmir's
Staying
gonna go in.
here.
Okay.
I'll go in.
Okay. So go ahead and move your minis wherever you'd like inside the hut.
I bend down and try to touch some of the yarn.
Okay. It just like you pick it up. Just looks like yarn. You drop it. It falls to the floor.
Got it.
You see that there is like discarded food items on this table over here. There's like a little cutting board with a big butcher's cleaver stuck in the top.
Got it. Is there anything to read?
Yes, in fact. Well, why don't you roll me? I want you to roll me an investigate.
Okay.
Beansprout's just gonna sit on one of those rocks she was supposed to walk on and like kind of like splash her feet in the water.
Can I take the butcher cleaver?
Yeah, sure. So Bradtherius, you see that there. So you see Runa takes the butcher cleaver and like pries it free from this. As Bradtherius, you see that there is a book on the side table next to the rocking chair. While this is happening, Mepis and Beansprout, what are the two of you doing?
I'm splashing my feet in the water.
Cool.
I'm checking around in the around the building here.
Nice. Okay.
Can I find something like a lizard or a little frog or something? Can I look for frogs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for frogs.
Yeah.
actually.
Roll me an animal handling. And while that's happening, Balmir, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Is there anything that has not been investigated?
No, I want to
inside
use
the
my
house
hero
here?
point. I'm rerolling.
You're gonna use.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
yes!
Yeah, holy shit. So Beansprout, at first you scare away a small lizard, but then you're like, no, wait. And you kind of like, you snap your fingers and you see these little green sparks come out of your hand, and they kind of waft towards this lizard, and it just like turns around and it like crawls onto your hand and like all around your hand, and you just...
Okay, cool. I'm keeping it.
All right. Balmir, I'm sorry, what were you doing?
Is there anything that has not been investigated in the house?
The bed, I think, the fireplace, the table.
Okay, can I check out the table and see what's up on the table?
Yeah, so you check out the table, and it looks like there are, like... At first you see, you know, there's, like, an apple core. And, like, a glass of wine. And there's a plate full of, like, grapes. And I want you to roll me, Balmir, and investigate. Cool. Seems that's all you see. Mepis, I also want you to roll me an investigate as you're outside. And Beansprout, I want you to roll me a perception check. Okay. So, Mepis, you see that as you walk the perimeter, you see on the sides of the house, on the east and the west side of the house, it looks like there's a giant bush on both sides of the house. Like huge shrubberies on either side of the house.
Nice.
Shrubbery!
A shrubbery on either side of the house! And you, as you circle back around to Beansprout, you hear something.
What is it?
You hear a
Music
voice.
change?
You hear a voice, and you turn around as you're like playing with this lizard, and you see that sitting in like the bough of a tree is an old woman.
Okay.
Oh god.
Is she...
She's holding
does
a
she have...
lantern.
She looks so friendly! Wow, I don't trust her, but I do trust her. Beansprout trusts her. Can she walk up to the old woman, please?
No.
She says, "Hello there."
Oh dear.
Hi.
No.
Look
What
at my pet!
Yeah.
Look at this lizard! I named him Sludge! And I'm gonna take him everywhere with me.
An apt name for a small creature of the calling.
I know! This wasn't yours, was he? Can I have him? Is he mine? Is he yours?
Nope. You found him.
Ah, yeah!
That's how it goes, dearie.
Thank you.
And she says, and she takes a look at you and she squints for a second, and she says, "Have we met before?"
I don't know. Have we met before? I have a really bad memory. Do you want me to find you a lizard? Because I'll catch another one. Yours can be Sludge too! Oh man, that would be so cool.
So she looks at you, and then she looks at the front entrance to the house, where the door has been kicked in. And then she looks back at you, and she says, "You didn't come here alone, did you?"
I did not. I brought my friends. I should find them lizards.
No.
Wait, can I do that?
Beansprout, what?
No, never mind. I'm talking
So
to somebody.
she says, "Why don't you go in and get them? Bring them out here."
Okay. Be super nice though, because Bradtherius is kind of on edge. It was a whole nother story. Okay, I'll get them.
Brad?
And I walk up to the.
I'm on edge.
I walk up to the front of the house, and I just go, Gypsy Pimps on the road.
No.
Mepis, I want you to make me a stealth check.
Beansprout, what?
Sorry guys, she looks so nice.
What
I want
is
to be this old lady's
She does
friend
look
so
nice.
bad.
Beansprout, I'm going to say you move right up to the front entrance. Yeah, and so as you take a deep breath and yell this, Mepis, you step on a branch and it just goes And she whips her head to look at you, and
Oh man.
she says, I know what I've seen you before. And you
The
see
hag.
she drops the lantern.
Is this a hag?
She
Damn it!
she goes like this, and you see these 2 knitting needles appear in her hand, Mepis, and she clacks them together twice. And I need Bradtherius, Balmir, and Runa to make me dexterity saves, as you see the threads begin to writhe around your feet. And Beansprout and Mepis, you see
21, baby.
this
21,
woman
baby.
begin to change.
Did I ever read the book that was next to the?
Yes, sorry, Bradtherius. This book, it looks like this book is written in a language that you do not understand. But it has a lot of art, and the art is body parts.
Dope.
The art is like eyeballs and like livers and like tongues and teeth. And Balmir, as you see the threads writhe around you, you look back at the table. The grapes are eyeballs. The apple core is a finger.
Thank God I didn't go in the house. I would have immediately just been like,
yeah. Actually, Beansprout, I need you to make a dexterity save as well, because the threads all just like reach out to get you.
Okay, I feel like I should shout, like, you said he wasn't yours! And I'm gonna put Sludge in my pocket, so it's safe.
Mine!
Oh my god.
Then what the fuck? Okay, what am I doing?
You're making a dex save.
I don't know. Okay.
All right, yeah. So Beansprout, you dodge, you duck out of the way. You take a couple of steps back just as these threads reach out and try and grasp at you. Balmir, the threads wrap around your legs, tie them together. You are immobilized. You can still take actions, but you need to use an action of some kind to get out.
Okay.
Runa, you just barely get out of there. Bradtherius, you get caught up, but you rip the strings off of you.
Yeah.
However, this whole area inside the cottage is difficult terrain.
Okay.
Which means your movement is halved.
Got it.
We're going to roll for initiative.
Holy moly.
Yes, I click on the thing.
I got a natural 20 for my initiative.
Damn! Wow, alright, Bradtherius got a 15, Mepis got a 16, Beansprout got a 4.
6.
Oh, 6?
No, I got a 6. You know, I changed it on mine at least.
Oh, okay. Cool. Gotcha. Thank you. I just need to add Mepis. I don't know why it never registers you. It's so weird. Alright, cool.
Because he's blue.
And then she got a 9. Alright, Balmir, you are up first, and then Runa.
So, I'm assuming I can't see her from where I'm at, right?
No.
I can't see her through the door. Okay. So what do I have to do to get out of the
So
barn
you
or whatever?
can either use a blade of some kind to cut yourself out. That would be an attack. You can use an athletics check to try and rip yourself out. Essentially, whatever you can justify to get out is what I will accept.
All right, let's do athletics. Try to rip myself.
Oh
out.
yeah. So you rip the strings off, and
Okay.
you can move again.
So are they
Okay.
are the
I'm
strings
going to
tangible now?
Yeah, those strings are tangible. They're not the same as the strings that you saw.
Oh, okay.
So, wait, what's my move speed? My move speed is 25, so half is like 10. So I can only move, but I can't stand where Beansprout is, right?
You can move through Beansprout.
Okay, so I'll move there. It's 5, 10, 15. And then,
Oh man.
do I still have an attack, or am I done?
No, 'cause you used your action to get yourself out.
Okay, let me just make sure that I don't have anything else I can do.
Nice. All right, Runa, it's your turn. Unless, Balmir, you want to use a bonus action to do anything.
No.
Okay. Runa, it's your turn, and then Mepis.
Okay, I can definitely move 15 feet, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. I am going to move to a place that I will click on with my mouse, if it will let me. There we go. Okay. I'm going to move here,
Nice.
and I'm going to shoot the lady with my bow.
Nice.
Oh, short bow.
Oh, that's a crit! Alright, cool.
Hey!
So you shoot her, you shoot one of her horns off,
Nice.
and
Sick.
you see, as it gets knocked off, where blood would normally be coming out, it's just maggots begin to fall out.
Gross.
And
gross.
she's just like, she tries to hold it in, but they just start
Gross.
like squirming through the cracks of her fingers. And she's like, ah!
Oh, no.
Mepis, it's your turn. Unless, Runa, you have a bonus action something.
I don't think so. No.
All right, Mepis, it's your turn.
We'll go with the color spray.
Nice.
Nice.
And blinder.
All right, so we're going to roll 6d10. That's 34. That is just... Oh, wait, no, but she took 10 damage. Yeah, so you hold out your, like, club now with your arcane focus. You swing it in an arc, similar to how you saw that Dragonborn did in your vision, and you point it at her, and you see this scintillating color erupt from the club, and it goes straight into her eyes, and you see her eyes turn this milky white, and she like starts clawing at her face.
Whoa.
Nice. Bradtherius, it's your turn.
Okay, can I move? I have a question. Can I move if this is 15 feet, but like I can't move through walls, right?
Right.
So I have to move. I have to move here.
Right.
Okay, so I move there.
Okay.
Sorry. And from here, I can't really do much else, right?
You can use your standard action to dash, which is where you'll get to move again if you want.
Okay, I do that. Yeah, so I dash.
Nice. So you can go from there. You will exit difficult terrain, so you'll be able to move pretty much 25
Anywhere.
feet, roughly.
Got it. Sweet. Okay,
So wherever you want to go.
I move here.
Nice. Yeah. Anything else?
That is it.
All right. Cool. So now it's her turn. So you see, she kind of like, as you approach, her ears prick up, and she reaches into a pouch that she has on her side, and she pulls out what looks like a dried rat, and she crushes it into powder in her claw, and she just like blows it into the air. And Bradtherius, let's see, who's within 10 feet of her? Balmir. Yeah, Balmir and Bradtherius, I need you each to make me Constitution saves.
Done.
Cool.
Oof.
Oh my
Cool.
god! I rolled a
Woof.
3.
I'm having a rough roll.
All right. So
Oh,
so with that, she blows this poison into the air, or
Oh,
it's not.
no.
You're not sure what it is. It's not poison, but you each are taking a pretty good amount of damage. You're each taking 13 points of necrotic damage as you begin to hack and cough at this, and she
that's rough.
She then uses a bonus action to do something. You're not sure what yet. Beansprout, it's your turn, and then Balmir at the top of the round.
So are they poisoned now or no?
They took damage from something. You don't know what it was.
Okay, and they're not going to continue to take damage from poison, or is that
They're
a fun fact that we get to learn later? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Can I? So Moonbeam, it says when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time, if I cast it on the creature, is that entering the area for the first time? Or do they have to walk into it?
They'd have to walk into it, or like I think start their turn there or end their turn there.
Okay, it just says when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it start its turn there next
Right.
turn.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Is it technically a shape changer?
It is not.
This hag?
No. It is not a shapeshifter.
Okay. It says changer though, and it did change its shape. I don't know, man. Okay, I want to do that.
Okay, why don't you put that in chat? Moonbeam! Alright, so
Wow.
she has to make a dexterity save, I think, if memory serves. So that's a crit fail. Alright, so
Holy moly.
she takes the full 16 radiant damage. Oh my god, that was...
It's Constitution. It's
Oh, okay.
Constitution save.
Either way, still in that one. So she takes the full 16 damage. Wow.
Holy shit.
This brilliant white beam of energy. You see Beansprout raises her hand up into the air, and you see starlight appear between her fingertips.
Dang.
And you just kind of go like this, and the starlight condenses at this hag's feet as it erupts into this huge cylinder of light that goes all the way up into the sky as she takes this full damage. And once the beam kind of subsides, you see her skin is burnt. Balmir, it's your turn, unless you have a bonus action thing you want to do, Beansprout.
So concentration up to a minute, does it stay? Or is that done now?
Yeah. So what happens is with concentration, you can just sustain the spell.
Okay.
And then if you take damage, you have to make a constitution save to maintain concentration.
Okay, so
The only thing is, you can't cast another spell with concentration unless you end this spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for my action next time, my action would just be holding it there, correct? Or
On
moving
each
it
of
60
your
feet.
turns, you can use an action to move the... Yeah, so essentially, you use the action to move the beam. If the creature stays here, then you don't have to move the beam. But if the creature moves, then you use your action to move the beam.
Okay.
But yeah, alright, Balmir, it's your turn, and then Runa.
Fabulous. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark, and then
Okay.
I'm going to shoot her.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's a hit. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. So the hag takes the hit, and she you see it hits her in the sternum, and she rips the arrow out, and you see these centipedes begin to fall out of her body.
Oh, not a fan.
That's 12 damage.
This is giving me
Wow.
Resident Evil 7 mom vibes. The bug mom.
Yeah. Runa, it's your turn, and then Mepis.
Can I cure Balmir's wounds from here? Would I have to move?
You have to touch him. Oh no, yeah, you can do it from there because you're right next to him.
Don't worry about it.
Don't?
I have 26 health points still.
Oof.
Okay, wait, Chad.
So-
Bradtherius, how many health points do you have?
I have
Right
12
now?
left.
12 left? Okay,
I can also heal myself, so if you want to attack.
Okay, I think I'm gonna shoot her and healing word Bradtherius.
Nice.
Okay. Short bow.
All right, you do have advantage because she's blinded, so that's 6 more damage. So you fire an arrow, and then you cast Healing Word?
Yep.
All right. Bradtherius, you hear, "Get good, scrub."
Take a
Nice.
Scrub.
And you heal 5. Mepis, it's your turn, and then Bradtherius.
Oh, is the breath weapon? Does that what use is that? Quite right.
So that's just a unique ability that you just get, and you can do it once a day. It doesn't expend it just expends its own resource. So you get it's not a spell or anything, it's just its own you get 1 breath weapon per day. Also, she is no longer blind.
Okay, I'll do the cast a spell. Do the magic
pup.
missiles at her.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Oof.
Roll me them 3 magic missile damages.
Nice.
Go bark boost, tonic boost.
Aw. Alright, so that's 1. Give me 2 more. twice. And one more. Oh,
Nice.
okay, awesome. Sweet. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. So yeah, you just keep hammering in these spells as you just like dart,
Cool.
dart. Hits her in the neck, in the shoulder, in the stomach. And she crouches over and she looks up at you and she's like, Auntie Leah is going to have your innards!
Oh my
And
God.
Bradtherius, it's your turn.
Auntie
I
Leah?
grab my
Auntie Leah.
thickness. I grab my thickness and take a swing.
Oh my god!
What?
Hacha!
14 damage?
Nice.
Hacha!
Oh my god, yeah, that hits, and wow, you just like cut off her, like, part of her face. And you see, like, coming out, there's just like these vermin begin to just pour out of her body.
Okay, I take a deep breath
Oh shit.
and I do my action surge. So I gave her the forehand. Now here comes the backhand.
So on the backswing, you come in, and that's a 10. Yeah, so
Wait, is she still blinded though?
She's
Nah,
not blinded anymore.
She's not
you're
blinded
blinded
anymore.
for one turn. So you come in. Oh god. There we go.
So the
So you
front
come
hand
in
was
with the
brutal.
backhand, and she kind of like, you hit some of the vermin as they come out, and you cut a bunch of beetles in half. But now it's her turn. She goes up to you.
Wait, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I want to cast or not cast, but I want to do second wind as a bonus action.
Yeah. Nice. So you then take an even deeper breath, and you heal 8 hit points. And now it's her turn. So you see her claws begin to extend, and she tries to jab them into Bradtherius. And she says, "You will pay for Carol's death." And she attacks you twice, once with each claw. That is a 23 and a 24 to hit.
Oh fuck! Yep.
Yeah. So that's going to be quite a bit of damage.
Are you gonna
shit.
join the death?
So that
the
is
death gang?
13 on the first one and 11 on the second one.
Hey, death
So that's
gang!
24. I have 1 HP.
Oh my god!
Oh, you didn't. Oh,
Like,
That's
double
why. That's why I healed,
Yeah.
baby. That's why I healed.
wow! And you are
Dang.
like just barely standing. Bean Sprout, it's your turn.
okay.
Holy shit.
I'm going to move right here. I'm going to cure wounds as my action, and then healing word for my second action or my bonus action.
Oh, and she's also moving. She takes she takes a step over here
Oh,
because
okay.
she doesn't want to stand in the beam of light.
Do I get any
Right.
attack of opportunity?
I'm still gonna do
as she
this.
moves,
Nope,
or
I'm gonna do this.
No. If she left, then you would. But yeah,
Gotcha.
go ahead, Bean Sprout.
Here.
Oh, nice. So Bradtherius, you heal 8.
Thank you.
As you see the starlight emerge from Bean Sprout's hands as she puts them on the bleeding parts and they begin to heal. Oh, and then you see Bean Sprout whisper something, and you don't really get the word,
Okay.
but you see starlight coming from her mouth. And you heal an additional 8, so you heal 16 altogether. Holy
Thank
shit!
you. Wow. Thank you.
Oh my god. Balmir, it's your turn.
17 hit points.
Okay,
we
I
go.
am since Bradtherius is pretty much healed, right?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
good, Bradtherius? Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna shoot her then.
Nice.
Longbow.
Oh, the 11. Yeah, so you shoot at her, and you see her hair reaches out and catches the arrow,
Oh.
and like snaps it in half
her hair.
and drops it on the floor. And
Her hair
she
cap.
like cocks her head at
Ah.
an unnatural angle, and she looks at you from like the side, and she says,
Ah.
"Ah ah ah!"
Eesh.
I mean, I've already beaten the crap out of her once, so.
Good
Runa,
lord.
it's your turn. And then Mepis.
What level of fucked up is she?
She looks quite fucked up.
Quite? Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Quite.
like
Okay.
fucked up.
I think I'm gonna do another shoot her and healing word, Bradtherius.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
Nice.
Well, I mean, if she did that attack again to you, you would die.
That is true.
So that's my logic.
That's fair.
Okay.
So we can use spells twice? The same spell twice?
If you have enough actions for it, then yes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
If you have enough actions and spell slots, then you can do whatever you want. Oh yeah, so Runa, you shoot your short bow, and this time you see this centipede that's coming out of the missing part of her face. It wraps around the arrow, and it falls to the ground.
I don't know why I even bother attacking.
And then you heal
got a
back there.
crit.
Didn't you
got-
crit last time?
Yeah,
Yeah, you got a
once
Yeah.
crit.
in my life.
Mepis, it's your turn.
It was your first attack of the entire campaign, and it was the crit.
Yeah, so Mepis and then
I'll
Bradtherius.
try and fire
Got
that breath weapon at him.
Oh shit, go for it. She has to make a dex save.
Let me click on the text.
It's a pretty high deck save.
Yeah, so she's gonna take half of whatever this is. So roll me 2d6, Mepis? Or actually, no, it should be in your character sheet. In your attacks, it should say breath weapon. I think, right? Did I give you that? Yeah, lightning breath. There we go. Yeah, it should say lightning breath.
But okay, I see it. Well, I see lightning. Assuming that's it.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, yeah. So, so she's gonna take 1 point of lightning damage as you singe her hair as she kind of like jolts a little bit, and you see one of her eyes. It's like moving all over the place, and then it locks with you. Bradtherius, it's your turn.
I take another swing at her with the thickness. Oh.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Nice. So that hits, and that's 5 damage.
Yes.
She looks really messed up. You cut across her whole body, across her stomach, and you see this like pale white snake comes out and like slithers onto the ground.
Yeah.
Anything else from you, Bradtherius? Are you good?
I'm good.
All right, so now it's her turn. So she uses an ability that she has, and she says, so first she looks at Beansprout, and she says, "The feathered comet has no place here." And she
that mean?
she then traces a clawed fingertip into the air into a circle, and you see where she does this like black thread begins to appear. And she keeps doing it until there's this huge spool of black thread, and it covers her whole body. And at first it looks as though she's in this cocoon of thread,
Whoa.
but then it just drops. And you see nothing.
She just vanishes?
It looks as though... Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You then... Not 2 seconds later... 5, 10, 15... You see the door slam shut in the cottage. You hear a locking sound.
Didn't I kick that shit down?
You kicked it open. You didn't kick it down.
Okay.
And who's next to the house? Beansprout, Balmir, and Runa, I need you to make me dexterity saves.
Nice.
Nice.
My first good roll.
Nice.
Can I use guidance before I make this save?
Loading.
It's a cantrip.
Is guidance an action?
Or is it like-
yeah, guidance is one action,
No.
so no.
Did you say dexterity?
It's a cantrip, though.
Yeah. It's a cantrip, which means you can use it as many times as you want, but its casting time is
Still an action.
So, Runa and Beansprout. So, Balmir, just in time, you see that the house begins to lift up on its own.
What?
Beansprout,
We're going on a trip.
you get kicked. You see one of the
But
bushes.
the house?
One of the bushes over here, it shakes free. You see a giant chicken leg swat at you.
I love chickens. I love chickens.
Beansprout, you're taking 6 points of damage. Runa, you're taking 9 points of damage as the porch of the house smacks you as it's lifting up. As
I
these
thought you
two-
said I saw it just in time.
Oh, that was Balmir.
No, Balmir did.
I did.
Oh, not me? Great.
No. You see this house, it stands up on these two giant chicken legs. You all hear the sound of snapping thread as you see these black threads snap as the porch lifts above ground, and you see the threads dissipate in a line leading outside of the forest.
Cool.
The house takes a couple of wobbly steps and begins to walk. It begins to run away.
What?
How quick is it?
Yeah, can
It's
we jump
Every-
after
Can we
it?
get an attack of
every
opportunity
step-
since it's running?
Every step is like 40 feet. It's
Oh,
huge. It's
okay.
like it's a
Dang.
house-sized legs. It just begins to run away.
Yeah, but
That
isn't
is
my longbow
crazy.
like?
I mean, you can
I
try
have
and shoot at it.
150
It's a
feet.
house, though. Yeah, you can shoot at it if you want.
Should I shoot at it? Is it worth
I'd-
it?
up to you.
I'd save your arrows. I mean, I don't think you're not
Yeah,
gonna
but-
hurt the house.
I just
Is it
want to
worth
say,
it? Can you work
stay
it?
out.
Cool.
So
That is insane.
there's no chance we're chasing it down or getting it or anything.
Oh, that
I mean,
makes
unless you can run like 60 feet per, or unless you can run like 80 feet per round, then
sense. Are there any
Yeah,
animals
no.
that can run that fast in the game? Just transform into the animal.
And eventually, not too long after, you hear the thuds begin to get quieter and quieter as it runs away.
Dang. Is there anything that
I
I
have
left
a
behind
question.
underneath?
Yes.
To who?
Yeah.
Me or Bradtherius?
I didn't hear. Wait,
Go ahead,
What?
Beansprout.
I said I have a question, and Bradtherius said, "Did they leave anything behind?"
they did leave something behind.
Sorry.
They left that book behind. The book fell out of the house as Bradtherius was holding it. Or I'll say the Bradtherius, you just held on to it. You held on to the book.
Okay.
And Beansprout, what were you saying?
Potentially. Did that fight always end that way, or is there anything we could have done?
I mean, if you killed her, she was like almost
Okay,
dead.
well, I didn't know if
That's
it was
meta
like.
knowledge. So I'm technically not allowed to tell you. But
Okay, I
I
just
still
wanted
have
to
that
know.
tag IOU from that guy, so.
you what?
The
Oh.
French guy, he gave me an IOU,
That's true. That's true.
so I'm glad she's not dead, so I can cash in on that.
Nice. So you travel out of the woods, out of the swamp. You remember the way that you came, especially with Balmir there. He's able to get you through the woods. Very, very good at it. He gives you a nice little wink as you're all getting out. Eventually, you come out to the caravan where you see the kids have stopped screaming.
Oh, good.
The kids are all like, they're just kind of chilling. They're all pretty happy. Kerr walks up to you all and he says, Well, about an hour ago, the kids all said the monsters disappeared. So whatever you did out there, you don't have to tell me. Your business is your business. But whatever it is, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And, well, if you ever find yourselves in the capital, you can count on me for any assistance you might need.
I lost
go,
Tyler for
right?
that whole bit. I don't even
shit.
know what he said.
He just said
If
thank
you're ever
you.
in the cat,
Yeah, if you're ever in the capital, you'll get assistance.
Here will help us out.
like a.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Essentially, Kara owes you one.
I shake his hand.
Can we get that in right?
Yeah, can I get a written IOU? I'm gonna start collecting them.
I will add it to my collection. So you, yeah. So he gives you a nod, and from there we fade. Oh God! From there we fade to the northern shore. It's a peaceful sunset as the final skiffs float away, their travelers now standing in the waters near the sandy beach. "Last boats!" calls the dockhand as he helps the passengers onto dry land. He squints as he looks out into the distance. There are ripples in the water and they're swiftly approaching. As the last rays of the sun are swallowed up by the waves, we see forms begin to rise out of the water and run to the shore. A look of horror dawns on the dockhand's face as we hear snarls and howls. Aka! And that's where we're gonna end for tonight. For today, it's the afternoon. It's not the evening.
Yo, love that. Holy
Damn.
shit.
Awesome job, everybody.
That was wow. Cool.
I have a quick question for Sebastian. So your son's name is Bradtherius, right?
Yes, yeah.
Is he born yet?
No.
So I'm gonna pretend in my little brain that you meant Bradtherius, and you're like, that's a pretty good name.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fake name.
100%.
Oh, actually, that's not bad.
It's perfect. It's perfect. All right. So, did we learn anything new about the world? I think we probably
Yeah.
did. Yeah. Did we gain anything of value?
I have that
book,
book.
right?
You got a book?
An IOU.
An
An
goblin?
IOU.
I have my
Yeah.
new best friend,
Yeah.
Alfred Tennyson.
Yeah,
you
we
have
have
Alfred
Alfred
Tennyson.
I have Sludge.
You have Sludge the
I have
lizard.
Sludge in my pocket.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yep.
I
friends.
love him.
Beautiful. And then,
I love him.
last but not least, bond changes. We're gonna start with Balmir. No. Yes, we're starting with Balmir.
The only really bond changes I can think of are I am a little bit wary of Alfred Tennyson, but I also feel like I should protect him. And then I am distrustful of Care, just because he's part of the guild.
Fair. That's fair. All right. Next up, Runa. Any bond changes for you?
I feel like I still think that Bradtherius is kind of a party pooper for not liking Alfred Tennyson. But also I feel like he still has our best interest in mind since he didn't prank Beansprout when he could have.
That's fair. Nice. Mepis, any bond changes for you?
Not really. Doesn't trust the goblin, so keep an eye on him.
He knows
Alright,
what's
nice.
up. He knows what's up.
Bradtherius, any bond changes for you?
Bradtherius is feels like a little out on the outside because with Runa and Beansprout, just because everybody is so gung ho about 10. He kind of feels like nobody's remembering that these goblins were literally created to kill him, and so he feels on the outside on that. But he is feeling great about Care. It's like meeting one of his childhood heroes. So he's definitely positive about Care. And he's closer to Mepis because Mepis, it seems, doesn't like goblins as, not just goblins, but this particular goblin as much as Bradtherius. So he's just like, all right, Mepis knows what's up. So.
Nice. All right, and last but not least, Beansprout. Do you have any bond changes today?
I have a pet lizard named Sludge.
Bond
I am a little less trusting of old women. Like slight. It's small. Alfred Tennyson is dope. I feel like we probably are kind of on the same mental age there sometimes. He's like a child, so that's cool. I don't like children though, because they're so.
Because they were screaming.
Who knows what a child will do? I don't trust children, but I trust that this goblin is an established goblin, so he's all right.
Nice.
And yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna get fan art of Sludge as soon as I can.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, great job, everybody, as always. Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. And
Thank you, Tyler.
I'll see you all. Well, I'll see you for Smash tonight. But yeah. Thanks, Seb.
Thank you so much. This was an awesome episode. I will see you guys in 2 weeks, hopefully, and that'll be April.
Absolutely. Oh my God, it will be
yeah.
April.
Isn't that crazy?
Nice. All right. See y'all later.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. Malt-O-Quest Volume 2, Episode 2, right? Yeah. Episode 2, and we will see you guys tonight at 11:30 p.m. Eastern for Saturday Night Smash. So let us find somebody to raid at the moment, and I will see you guys tonight for that. Here we go. Let's see who's on right now. There's got to be. Oh, Wakasui is on. Let's send over a raid to her. She's playing Getting Over It. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna happen. Here we go. This is the game that I've always wanted to play. I wonder how she's doing with it. You guys are fantastic. I love you so much. And that was just such a fun episode of Malt-O-Quest, as it always is. Always look forward to Saturday afternoons with this bunch. And I'm really excited to play some Smash tonight, so I hope to see you guys there. But right now, let's go ahead and go on this raid. See you tonight. Here we go.